Driving down the road at night.
Well, shoot, there we go. Hello, everybody. Let me mute that. I was making sure the audio was timed up right. Welcome again for another Saturday Night Live DX, and we actually have a lot to talk about today. Imagine that. I am kind of tired. It is very cold here in Minneapolis right now. It is 10 degrees outside. The wind's been blowing all day. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's stupid cold outside, as our local meteorologist Ian from Fox says. It's stupid cold. So that's why I'm wearing a a blanket here. I did last time we did this too, because it was super cold last time. So yeah, we got some things to talk about today. Some FMDX news and some other news around the region as far as some changes into some stations here in the upper Midwest that we can talk about later in the show. But as we come on the air, I found out that one of the stations is on after dark being naughty. It's here on 1180. And that station, hopefully we can hear it, is WKSP, which is on after dark. And of course I dropped my pen. Yeah, WKSP is on after dark. So, of course, 1180 is one of the frequencies I have this stupid interference on. It's been there for several weeks now. I don't know what this is. Let me see if I have WKSP, actually. I do not. Look at that. I do not have that log. If I get this, it'll be a new station. So let's see. What is... Full disclosure, if we are going to have that stupid interference problem on 1180 tonight, we are not going to stay on my SDR long. We'll check out some of the local SDRs. There's one in Plymouth that I really like. There's a couple private ones I probably shouldn't share on this broadcast that I know the access to. There's one in Bloomington and there's one in Roseville. But there's also Bike Dork. So if we can't hear WKSP on mine, we'll hear it on those. So I think the religious talker right now is KYES from Rockville, Minnesota. That interference is annoying as hell. Did I get the call wrong? SKP, WSKP, sorry, dyslexia I have. WSKP from Hope Valley, Rhode Island. So this one I might actually have. That one does sound familiar. Yep, that is my one and only Rhode Island log. I heard it back in 2020. So. Yeah, so that's WHAM you're hearing right now. My loop might not be in the best direction for this one because it's to my east and I have to null that direction. This is gonna give me a copyright strike. Okay, be quiet. Alright, so let me pull up the stream for WSKP because I do not want to get a copyright strike because of what Whoa! Okay, so WKSKP is playing Robert Dupree, or they were.
Next, greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Cool radio.
Floor Coverings International wants to...
Ah, darn it, they're in ads. I really don't think we're going to hear it on my setup here.
All of the Lord. To say something pretty simple.
Unless Billy Joel right there. Did you guys hear that longest time?
Whether you're in your car, in your kitchen, you're out on the road somewhere.
That can't be them.
You're listening on the screen.
Or at floorcoveringsinternational.com.
They're still in a commercial.
You can carry the program later in the day. Or you're listening on a podcast.
I swear to God, that was Billy Joel's for the longest time there.
You keep me honest. You challenge me on things occasionally. Excellent. And you remind me every weekend that this country is still...
Somebody else is airing Christmas music there. I don't think that's WHAM.
Curious people who truly care about what's happening around them. In your neighborhood, in your
I really wish I could get around that interference. It's highly annoying.
Urban area, red state or blue state, all the 350 plus affiliates across the country. You really do care about what's happening.
And the band does look a bit down tonight, so I was kind of worried about that. It does look a bit down.
From coast to coast. It's more than just a radio program, I hope.
Okay, so who's airing Christmas music on 1180? Let's find that
An
out.
opportunity to
I have a pretty good idea,
national conversation,
but I'm not 100% sure.
You can respond through social media, through the text line, anyway. But you wouldn't understand, or maybe you don't, maybe you do understand, that this program depends on voices like you. So when you write, when you weigh
So we're gonna burn through our happy, trusty...
my show plan, that tells me something important. And that is that you really do want to hear maybe sometimes a different perspective. Or you
that we're hearing. Boy, that... Just in the space of talking, that signal went way down. You can see...
3 hours every Monday through Friday, and then 3 hours every Saturday. There's a lot of shows.
The band looked much better earlier. It's collapsing now.
As I find something like,
Which sucks, because it's bad timing.
Top line, well, that's pretty interesting. I'm curious about that. And as you know, I've said it many times, I talk about things that interest me because if I'm interested...
There's no way I'm going to be able to hear Rhode Island on my own system here.
Something that somebody might call me and say, please talk about this.
So,
As I go through and I find things,
here's what we're going to do.
my rule is to find
Never
me. What I'm
stop
struggling with is just,
questioning.
it means that I can't make any progress.
I know you see
And
it. I certainly have.
specifically in our spiritual life,
The
our first movement
AI
is to deny that,
creating
to ignore
fake
that.
images.
And
They
yet,
go viral
one
in
of the
just
first
seconds.
movements of the spiritual life
Pictures that
is to
truly look
accept
perfectly
yourself.
real
This
that
place is
never
my father
happened.
Romano Guardini. He was just this
We've seen
incredible spiritual
influencers,
man
you've seen
in the church
influencers,
within the last
stage
100
events,
years or so.
or
And
twist
Romano
clips
Guardini
to go
said that he
viral.
said one of the
And they do it for
one of the
profit.
beginnings of
They
any
do
kind
it
of
for
real
politics.
spiritual life and any kind of real
They do it
spiritual
for
growth is this.
And we've watched as the cabal rushes to publish stories that are based on half-verified air facts.
Who I am. But my weakness
That matters more than accuracy.
everything I'm
Well, that's
expressing
not
is
true.
we
That's
have to also
chaos.
accept the reality of our situations. We have to accept
Pretending to be
just accept like what we're in the midst of.
This is my
Accept our situations, the circumstances. Because I can say, I wish I was someone else. I wish things were different. That's real. I just actually got done talking to someone whose spouse just left them, and they're and part of our conversation was, I wish that it never happened. I wish my spouse had kept their vows. I wish they had not left. And that's real. That's totally true. And yet, one big piece for them to move forward is to say, okay, I can
Te amo tanto y esto.
this is where I am. Where I am, and also where I'm made to go. Not made to stay here. That's why Romano Guardini, he actually makes the point. He says it like that. I want to read it out of here.
Is it fake or is it
It does
real?
not mean that we should abandon the land and we have to continue. Like, well, that's what's called
Now,
resignation.
beyond the news, there's the political process itself.
Resignation is what I
Partner
say.
with this republic,
Moving now because I'm just
it doesn't run on autopilot.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals.
And the Democratic Republic survives only when citizens step up. Folks, stay engaged. Stay engaged. I've spent years enough in government to tell you this. When people tune out, the worst voices take over. Decisions get made by those who show up, not those who shrug. So in the year ahead, show up.
I am.
Show up. Get involved with it.
You know, wilderness expert in the world of
Thanks for tuning in. I hope you share this program with your friends and relatives. Everybody have a Merry Christmas and a prosperous
Mira, yo me voy para Monterrey. Apenas termine este especial de Noche de Posadas.
You're listening to The Weekend with Michael Brown.
De Radio Felicidad 280M, los mejores momentos. Un placer poder estar. Gracias a todo el equipo que hace posible estas grandes posadas de Radio Felicidad en la operación Vivis y Andrés. Gracias en la dirección Giovanna Segura. Soy Manuel Orozco. Así despedimos las posadas de Radio Felicidad.
I accept that I am a gay man. And I accept that you love me. And I accept that you're calling me to be a saint. To be a chaste self-saint. Is it a moment to experience so much freedom? Part of my identity, part of who I am, and part of my reality. Also made Guardini has this last note. He says,
Todo sea verdad.
the strength to accept who we are, where we are. What we're made for is our confidence in the love of God through Jesus Christ, who loved you and gave himself up for you. That even if there's real brokenness in your life, even if there's real evil in your life, while I was still a sinner, St. Paul said, I was still sinners, Christ died. He says, you can accept who you are, where you are, and your destiny because of the fact that you have a God who loves you. He gave himself up for you. And while we're still broken, while we're still in the middle of a nut phase, while we're stuck somewhere, or people who are wounded in situations that are broken, he loved us. That's who we have trust in.
Es nuestra fuerza. Abrígate y protege a tus seres queridos.
Thank you for joining us for KTOX News. This show is produced and funded by Ascension on Radio IMAX Studio. All episodes and the reading plans can be found at ascensionprivate.com/KTOX or in the Ascension app.
And we will get right back to the phone call.
strikes in Syria in response to last weekend's
Yeah.
killing of 3 Americans. The U.S. hit more than 70 sites targeting ISIS fighters, infrastructure, and weapons sites. 2 Iowa National Guard members and a U.S. civilian interpreter were killed last Saturday. They were in eastern Syria as part of a coalition fighting ISIS.
Yeah, the band doesn't look as good as it did this earlier. Trying to adjust the attenuation here. It's probably my damn neighbor has his porch light on. That's causing the buzzing. Merry Christmas. Okay, so as we discussed on the last time, there is a challenge. It's not really a challenge. It's like a fun game going on Lloyd's. Lloyd created this bingo. And we mentioned that, oh man, look at the noise. Even Plymouth's Kiwi is experiencing noise. We must have some like auroral conditions here. That's really strange. It's weird. The Kiwi in Plymouth just got a bunch of noise.
Done.
Don't know anything about this. They don't actually know anything about this. These people have been excused.
This might be like a Art Bell somewhere in time here on 1600. Because I can't think of anybody else except for maybe Wisconsin that would play Don't Answer Me by Alan Parsons. It's got to be an intro. And we're going to get I can't turn it up too loud because we're going to get a copyright strike if I do. Starting to fade.
And that means everything.
Good song. No, it's not a bumper. This is an actual station, so... Let's find out who this is on 1600. I'm guessing it's Wisconsin playing Alan Parsons, but we'll see here. I really don't want to get a copyright strike, so I muted the audio. WRPN is what I'm thinking. No, it's not them. WRPN is playing Good Morning Starshine. Let's see, who else could this be? God, I wish I could keep this playing because this song kicks ass. It's not Carrington. Who the hell is playing now? Don't let me win. Okay, my other options are Nebraska, Missouri. I doubt it's California. There's no way. Ohio, maybe? That would be brand new if I got that one. Somebody's on After Dark. So, by the way, if you're just joining us,
Live with the music you grew up with.
11 carries and a couple of catches.
Ho, ho, ho. Who wouldn't go?
Oh, shut up. It's not Ohio. Okay, tell me who you are.
Malik Willis maybe on the edge, if not.
Really?
In an empty look with Josh Jacobs out to the side. Look for him to motion back into the back.
Come on.
Second down 5 at the 10-yard line of the Bears. Jacobs indeed motions.
That always happens to me. Like, the station will always fade out when I need it the most.
He jukes between the hash of the numbers down inside.
Playing your greatest hits. Oh, well, here comes Sports Station. That's Cedar Rapids.
Dexter. The line to gain is just inside the 5. They'll put the football down right there. If he's short, it's by inches. Indeed, it's third down.
There's a weather forecast in there.
The football. Under center snap, Willis. Turk is ahead on a quarterback sneak. This time he has the first
Thanks,
down
man.
on the 4-yard line.
Welcome in.
High temperatures
will climb into the 30s and dry weather is expected. Currently it's 17 degrees.
93.1.
The Wave. Yeah, so this is Wisconsin. See, I was right. Their stream isn't right on their website. So as I was saying earlier, we are still doing the bingo. This is where I'm at right now. And I got these extra ones down here. Whoops. I got these extra ones down here. Darn it. Come on, OBS. I got these extra ones down here in case we hear something tonight. But so far, this is what I've heard. And this right here, the Rolling Stones on 1590. You know what's weird? I'm noticing a trend more now, and maybe it's just me. I'm noticing more music on AM than I used to. This is probably Wayne, Nebraska. It is not Wayne, Nebraska. I don't think it's Ohio. Whoever it is, it's coming in very well. Grand Forks, maybe? Could it be our past Grand Forks? Come on. Why do radio stations make it so hard to load your streams? Seriously. And then half the time they don't work. I gotta be very careful with the copyright on this because this is gonna get muted by YouTube. Anyway, so yeah, you're looking at the bingo, which is what we have so far. Come on, work, stream. I'm trying to see if this is Grand Forks that's playing Get Off of My Cloud. Come on. It probably wants me to play a stupid ad. Hello. Okay, the song's almost over anyway. Now Stevie Wonder. So this isn't Grand Forks. There's no way Grand Forks would play Stevie Wonder. Could this be Coldwater, Michigan, our friend over in Michigan? I'm going to ask him. I know I'm in contact with him right now on Facebook. Somebody that's at WTVB in Coldwater, Michigan. That's my best guess at this. Of course, they don't stream, so hint, hint, wink, wink, you need to stream. There's two music stations in there. There's the one playing Stevie Wonder, and there's this other one that's coming up right now. Stevie Wonder, I'm guessing, is Michigan. I don't know for sure. It would be nice if it was Kentucky. I don't have Kentucky. Hey, they have a listen live. Look at that. And it doesn't work. What is it with these stations and not working streams tonight? Yeah, Stevie Wonder coming up. That's probably WTVB. I don't know for sure. If you really love me. Yeah. Okay. And there's the second station. This could very well be Wayne, Nebraska, just to make me mad. Oh yeah, you're right. I keep forgetting about Wisconsin.
Listening to Christmas in the City, brought to you by Wayne Ace Hart.
Okay, so it's not Wayne. Wayne is playing a Christmas program. I keep forgetting about WGBW. Where are you? Yeah, their stream's not working. Wait.
Lonely, but no one can tell.
So that's what, right there, the Pretender by the Platters, that's WGBW.
Oh, yes, I'm the great.
I can hear that in there. The bass from the Platters song. I am the great pretender. So we know that WGBW's in there, but the Stevie Wonder still is a mystery. It might have been them. This channel is doing something weird tonight. It's like rotating stations. I might actually stay here because this is cool. I don't really stay on 1590 very long. Either I'm hearing things or I'm hearing Frosty the Snowman. No, I'm still hearing the Platters. So that's WGBW right there. Boy, that guy that sticks out like a sore thumb. Good call on WGBW. Song's ending right now. WGBW is a civic media station. They were News Talk. They're probably the one that's playing the other oldie song that just started. They're a civic media station. Civic's buying up a bunch of stations in Wisconsin. Some of them are going talk, some of them are going back to music. I do give Civic a lot of credit because they do fix up their stations very well. Like they actually take some. Here in Minnesota, they bought WELY in Ely, way up north of Duluth, at the end of the road, and they rehabilitated it, brought it back on the air. So Civic's a great company. You can tell they care. And here in about 15 minutes or so, if I can remember, we were going to talk about some DX news from the Upper Midwest as well. I love these channels that roll. Yeah, they did. The upper part of the band is better tonight than the lower part, as you can see. It was better earlier, like around 6 o'clock. I don't think my contact from Michigan's going to respond. At least not now. He will. He'll get back to me. That's probably WGBW right there coming up. I really hope YouTube's algorithm doesn't catch this. It probably will. I get stupid dings every time I make these videos. There's 2 stations and they're playing music, at least. For kicks and giggles, I'm going to look up that station in Kentucky. There's no way this is a Kentucky station. Yeah, that's right. They are flipping a lot of the stations that were on talk to oldies or country. One of my other stations locally, 1260, well, it's not local, it's more of a regional from, I want to say Amory. 1260 from Amory, Wisconsin. They were talker, and then now they're simulcasting 95.7 out of Baldwin, Wisconsin. It's country. There's a Spanish station there now. I hear Spanish. That's probably Indiana. Oh, come on. I have too many windows open. Spanish talking there. Yeah, that was Indy. I don't think there was a guy in there that said something like, "Your news and sports." Okay, if you're just joining us, WSKP from Rhode Island. If you need Rhode Island, apparently they're on after dark, 1180. I tried, beginning of the show, I really tried, and I can't hear it. I've heard it before, though, so that'd be a relog anyway. Also, I've heard WTVB from here on 1590, so that wouldn't be a surprise either.
So we exposed the machinery.
So here is my local KDIZ from Golden Valley. It's about 7 miles away.
Algorithm works when he exposed the mesa pattern. And I'll let you go.
But they like drop to like flea power at night.
Yes, it became really obvious that what they had done in the 2020 election had applied.
Somebody's off frequency there too.
Prismatic scoring, and had applied it to all parts of the election. In other words, this algorithm is sitting inside of the machines, and it's using the fraudulent mail.
Oh boy, there's like a huge carrier.
It's absolutely showing the same pattern, and having a chance to actually discuss.
There's a significant carrier to the left of 1570 on 1569.84. You can see it there on the waterfall. Now,
to me,
we can go on medium wave list. Check this out.
It's just more, as Mary said, it's more confirmation of things that we've known for a long time, and it's another bullet in the chamber.
And it's there. You have to have someone who's an expert, as Jeff is, to go and to see the prismatic scoring algorithm. You don't get an algorithm where it's equal, that you can identify the algorithm and the way it is put together, and that you have to at that point that it is AI. And we've always said that scorecard is AI algorithm. So as we broke the story and told that scorecard was an auditor put on every computer at the office where it would be stealing the votes in 3% increments, now you understand, especially because the country has become much more aware of AI since 2020. And so when they see an algorithm that could only be created by AI, and you have someone who can apply that information to the mesa pattern and identify the algorithm, you have evidence that proves what's taken place. As Jeff says,
see up in the corner here.
Well, as Jeff said, this is putting the theft of the vote.
Hold on a second. I'm going to borrow something from one of these scenes here.
I'll turn that back to you, Jeff.
Yeah, that's exactly
it is funny.
Yeah. Exactly, John.
See right here that I'm up in
in your car.
And then we'll go down here.
It's when you set your cruise control for 60 mile an hour. Well, when you go up hills, you go down hills, it has to make adjustments. You go over a little bit, go under a little bit, but then it'll always go well. This to let you know how certain I am of these algorithms in the counties which match the mesa pattern, and you tell me what the percentages for the candidates are halfway through. I can tell you with pretty good accuracy what they're going to end up at.
So yeah, this website that I'm using is the mediumwavelist.org, mwlist.org, and they have a section for offsets.
That of course is
so if you see a carrier like that to the left or right of your frequency, you can search it. New Albany might be new. Now I don't 100% advise counting stations by carrier, but you can if you want to.
Jeff looks like exactly.
It's up to you guys. I mean, I can't tell you how to log.
Algorithm hammer and scorecard, which Mary Fanning exposed, was adapted to run inside the machines.
Let me see if I have it.
It is, in fact, on cruise control. Do you understand what he's saying to you folks?
Yeah, here in about 5 minutes, we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk to you about something else.
I'm saying, do you understand what's
going on?
Told you. Now, foreknowledge in Georgia was necessary. Cobb, Fulton, coffee, fake mail-in ballots were also used.
Oh, darn it, I do have them.
They wanted. right? So there was no way that they were going to. There's no way they were going to lose. No way. I mean, it was absolutely that they had redundant theft systems. Is that a fair thing to say, Mary?
I'm not sure what theft systems I could extrapolate there. However, yes, they had to have the foreknowledge in Georgia. That was important. As Jeff and I have discussed, once they didn't get to steal Florida, Georgia became that much more important. And so we had Stacey Abrams and others that were working with her. But it became truly evident as certain things happened. We knew that in Cobb County, there were tabulator tapes that were missing. They accounted for 7,995 votes. Missing tabulator tapes. And
when did I get that one?
Was in charge of that oversight. They brought that too. We have evidence. We broke the stores when I did the absolute
yep, right
series.
there.
That was absolute.
That was a top of the hour.
That was all focused on Georgia. We knew exactly what they had stolen in Georgia. But
my old paper log is
the missing tabulator tapes.
All right, one more page left. This is the last page in this logbook.
The stolen election of about 8,000.
So then I can start on the big boy.
Georgia was lost by 11,000
right here,
votes, just out of Cobb County, where we had the proof, and the documentation was brought to the Secretary of State's office, filed with the Secretary of State.
So yeah, this guy will take over from now to perpetuity because it's huge.
But that was important. But beyond that, it was.
I've already started putting some band scans in here too, like I did
315,000 missing ballots or
a while ago.
Open ballots.
But yeah, that's going to be my big log.
Coming forward with this information again, but we broke these stories before, and
yeah, you can still hear that hum.
Fake mail-in
that hits.
You know, we have proof positive as to exactly what took place there and why it's so important.
It actually looks like since we've started this broadcast that the band has improved quite a bit.
People, we the people who own.
Ah.
800.
Here's another station that has a hum. Normally here is KRWC from Buffalo, Minnesota. It's about 30 miles away.
I said I don't convince you anymore, Gary, but your younger brothers, they're not wise to me yet. And as long as I can make their little eyes dance with glee, I'm going.
I think I remember hearing about Blackstone humming.
Don't argue with Papa Santa Claus on Christmas Eve. That's all I can tell you. You'll have to wind up with an empty stocking. Now come here.
So this guy has got a little bit of a more difficult offset, you can see.
There you are. The beard doesn't go up there. Pull it down over my chin.
The old-time radio program is KRWC.
You're trying to make your disguise more convincing.
So this carrier on 1360 centered at about 1360.068. It's hard to tell because of the resolution of the SDR is not the greatest. So, given that handy-dandy list we just used, oh, yeah. That makes complete sense. This one is one that never IDs. It's WVRQ Viroqua, Wisconsin, which is in the southwestern part of Wisconsin. Kind of rural area. Not terribly far away. They're the ones that are humming on 1360. Or it's Peru. It could be Peru. Ah. Speaking of WFHR.
889149.
All right. There has been some pretty major changes to the radio dial up here in the upper Midwest. Of course, we've been talking about Civic a lot. They've been making some changes in Milwaukee. I think they got a new station in Milwaukee. Ooh, that's creepy. Somebody on 1340 is playing Dark Side of the Moon. That's really creepy. Okay, so yeah. Let's see, where did I see that? They have 4 Milwaukee stations now. WNOV is the new one, 860. And I have heard WNOV from here before. They were Urban Contemporary when I heard them the first time back in 2016. So yeah, that's a change that's coming. If you notice, it's not knowing what their format's going to be, but Civic, knowing Civic, they might keep the format or they might do something else. North Pine says it's going to stay, currently right now it's gospel, blues, and reggae. So it's kind of similar to what it was when I heard it. So yeah, Civic has bought WNOV from Milwaukee 860. They also own WAUK from Jackson 540. WRJN 1400 from Racine, and WZTI from Greenfield. The Fonz. Or what was the Fonz? I'm not sure if it is. And of course the big guy that we found out, this one that's very, very sad. I have to show you the page. If you haven't seen it. Big heritage station. Long history. It's like 1940s, I want to say. 1947. That's terrible. And those guys were good about DX tests too. Or QSLs, not DX tests. We'll try something here. There's Christmas music in there. I hear Don Henley. almost sounds like a gospel. Either gospel or oldies. Whatever it is, it's kind of lively. I wonder who this is. The closest gospel station to me would be Royal Oak, Michigan, on 1340. Oh, they have a listen live. Look at that. Okay, it's not them. I didn't even know if this gospel. It could be oldies. I can still hear the lady way down there. Now there's a sports talk station coming up. That could be Rapid City. Hard to say. I do not need a December log. I've already gotten several December logs. December's actually not been terrible. It's not been great, but it's not been terrible. Let's see, where am I at? 1, 2, 3... I've got 11 news stations this year. The most recent one was WJXL from Jacksonville, Florida. I didn't hear that one on my own equipment. I heard that on the Kiwi that we were showing earlier, Plymouth. There was a few nights ago on the 14th where they were airing a tone, like a repeating message. And I could hear it cutting on a local Kiwi. It wasn't Plymouth, it was another one. Couldn't hear it on mine because my loop is not pointing that direction. Oh, I marked that wrong. I just noticed a mistake in my log. Whoops. Got to use correction tape. I noticed a mistake here. That's the problem with paper logs, is you can't go back and edit them like you could in a computer. But I have to use whiteout. I do hear an echo of sports in there, so that's not surprising. I'm gonna have to double check this because I did this wrong. Let's see. So far right now, my total count is 1,542 stations. That's how many AM stations I've heard from here. 1,542. Never thought I would get this far. Glencoe is what you're hearing as far as the country. KJLB.
The beautiful flowers blooming everywhere.
While we're on 1280, we might try to hear WNAM, because usually you can hear WNAM on 1280 from here. In a little bit, about 5 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about some other things that are going on as far as DX related stuff this weekend and beyond, looking out. I know we mentioned it last week, 2 weeks ago, sorry. There is a DX test going on in February if you haven't heard that yet. Lloyd has talked about it. I talked about it a couple weeks ago, but we'll repeat it for you if you haven't heard it. That's going to be in February. So about 4 minutes from now, we'll talk about that.
Well, I can understand that completely. So be careful what you're buying.
I hear an Asian station there.
I think that's, if you're going to try to fix something on your own,
It's probably Winnipeg. That is another recent change to the dial here. Winnipeg on 1290 CFRW is back on the air. They are airing a Punjab format, like a ethnic format, is from Winnipeg. So 1290 CFRW. Hey, Earl.
You are getting a good quality product. I mean, if you buy somewhere like, there's a whole ton of great automotive repair parts sellers online.
That sounds like Dave Ramsey.
Sell them online. So get a good price, but don't buy junk.
That's Peoria.
Yeah. Like I had one experience with Norman on that.
Peoria is a super pest. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I did hear that they were doing testing. They were asking people to call them. I can't hear them clear enough, but I know that was them there just now. Wow. I think you're in St. Louis, aren't you, Earl? That's pretty good for 2 o'clock hearing Winnipeg.
Please save the original part for us so that we can analyze it and find out.
See, Peoria is too strong here, plus I have a local right here on 1280. So it makes it a little bit difficult during the day. Yeah, that's awesome. If you can hear them that far. I did hear a really far away station this morning, actually, on the way to my chiropractic appointment. It wasn't really far away. I would say, what was it, 200 something miles. I did put it on the DX challenge, by the way. The DX challenge is going on. Lloyd's doing a daytime challenge now. So if you watched his broadcast, I'm sure he talked about the DX challenge going on this week is the daytime challenge, which that would be a good one. CFRW would be a good one for that one. But I added a couple entries into there. One of them was from Cedar Rapids, Iowa on 1360, which I heard during the day this morning. Normally it's not there.
Don't let your vehicle fail emissions. Be proactive and use CRC G2P. CRC guarantees.
Yeah, this was at around 11 o'clock this morning that I heard Cedar Rapids. It's not too much of a stretch at 200 something miles, 230 miles or something. I think the farthest station I've heard during the day happened way back in the early 2000s. I was in Rock Springs, Wyoming, which is in the southwestern part of Wyoming, and I heard KFI and KNX from Los Angeles. That's like 700 miles. In the middle of the day, it was like around noon. I was like, holy cow. All right, so as far as other things that are going on as far as DX related, don't forget that if you are an FMDXer, the peak of the meteor shower, the Ursids, is tonight. So if you have like an auto logger running like I do, I actually did catch a meteor already. I'll show you this.
Upgrade your kitchen with the Samsung Bespoke 4-door refrigerator. Now featuring the dual auto ice maker with sphere ice only at the Home Depot. You'll have perfectly chilled drinks for every gathering. Shop appliance savings now at the Home Depot. Offer valid December 11th through January 1st.
You guys have seen these radios, the TEF radios. Get a better view of that. These are really cool. Let me make the picture bigger for you guys. These are about $100. They come from China, so this one's scanning over. This is my auto logger right here. This is what you saw on the web page. This was about $100. It took maybe 3 weeks to get here. This is my favorite. They come in different models. They have the silver one that's longer, but this one in particular I really like because it's got the touchscreen. It's got really fast, sensitive RDS on the bottom. You can see that. Maybe we'll get a station to show RDS. My local here in a second. Just give it a second. I have it scanning right now. And Lloyd has a video on how to set these up. Oh, it didn't catch it. Hold on. It's because I don't have an antenna connected. Hold on. I was like, why is it not catching anything? They come with these whips. These I don't recommend for any coil. There's an ID right there. An NRG media radio station that nobody listens to in Omaha. Anyway, yeah, so let me stop it from scanning. You have to stop it. Okay, so come on. Sometimes it takes the radio a little longer. So these things aren't perfect. They have some flaws. But as you can see, there's a full display there. It's got the RDS on the very bottom. It's hard to see. I'm sorry because you can see the PTI code on the right. I know it's out of focus. But this radio is a very good DXer. I really love these. If you have the means, I would get these. If you're a serious FM DXer. Again, the Ursid meteor shower is this weekend. It's peaking tonight, actually. I do have another logger. The SDR you're seeing right now is also an auto logger. I use a program called SDR Console. Not this one right here. Uno is terrible for FM DXing. Some people swear by it. I don't. But I use Console, and it has an auto logger feature as well. And I haven't had it on in a while, so I haven't caught much. It was on this afternoon. Regarding that station in New Mexico, that is a relog. Oh, Jesus! Look at the band here. We might have to call it a night at 10 o'clock if this continues to do it. Something's going on with CCO. Hold on. This is what happens when you live 2 miles from a 50,000 watt station. There, I kind of got it under control, but God, what a crazy mess. And sometimes this happens, depends on the drop of a hat. Sometimes it'll overload, sometimes it won't. Okay, that's just not going to cooperate then. Yeah, we might have to cut this short at 10 o'clock. No, it's not KSTP, it's WCCO here, this big guy right here.
Money, so there are a lot of things that are available to you.
Because I live 2 miles from their main tower, I have to use attenuation. See if I can show it to you. And forgive my messy desk. This right here is the attenuator. It's got stages. So I have to, right now I have to have it cranked up to 16 dB because CCO is overloading the front end of the receiver. Now some of the receivers are better than others. This RSB2 is older. It's probably, I don't know how old this thing is. It's probably 10 years old, if not older. God, that just sucks. We just had good conditions and it just decided to freak out. So hold on a second, guys. I'm going to take a break and adjust the antenna. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I can't seem to get it to this thing has a mind of its own sometimes. This really sucks. Times like these, I wish WCCO would drop their tower. Please, just do it. They're supposed to be moving to Ramsey, about 7 miles away. I wish they would drop their tower. Come on.
And they're...
I'm so sick of that. I do not know the noise floor on the TEF. What I will say is there is a translator on 107.5 right there, but I have the TEF scanning at like 10 seconds, so it sits on the frequency a little bit longer. God, I hate this that I have to use this much attenuation. This sucks so much. I'm sorry, guys. Otherwise, it'll overload like this right here. That's WCCO for you. Maybe the loop got out of alignment. I thought I fixed that. I don't know the noise floor of let me see. Actually, let me go to a frequency where there's nothing on there. Okay, so a station that I have nothing on it right now, the noise floor is about minus 100 dBm. That's 106.7, and usually WJJY is there in the summer, but it's blank in the winter. There's nothing there. So minus 100 dBm or so there. Like I said, the TEFs are excellent. If you have the means, get one. By all means. They are fun little radios, and I take them camping too. I took it camping. Okay, let's see if we can hear WNAM. Yeah, they are playing Christmas music, so this is going to really screw up the copyright. Sorry about that. I was going to try to hear it, but... This is a CKDO. I really hate that WCCO is being a bastard. We might just call it a night at 10 o'clock here local. I'm sorry, guys. There's nothing I can do to fix that, except for get an RSPDX. I do want one. If you guys need Wisconsin, WRPN is on after dark. They're on day power. 1600. I guarantee you they're on day power.
One defends her, and nobody
God, the band just collapsed. That sucks. Yeah, on the left here, this is WCCO right here.
Tapin.com.
Earlier it was behaving, like if you rewind back in this broadcast, it's behaving all night, and then all of a sudden it just decided, nope, I'm gonna screw up. Let me show you. No, it's actually, since you mentioned that, let's talk about that now. It's in California, which is awesome. This one's going to be very tough for you guys on the East Coast, but I would still try. So 3 nights, right, in February. February 6th, 7th, and 8th. This is midnight Pacific time. So calculate however far that is away from you. Here it would be 2 o'clock in the morning. On February 6th at midnight Pacific time, KTOX 1340 Needles, California is going to do a DX test. That's 1901 to 1459 UTC. So Needles, California, 1,000 watts, going to do a test at midnight, basically their time. Same time next night on February 7th, so 2 o'clock Central, they're going to be doing 1340 KTPI, Mojave, California. That's again from 0901 1459 UTC. Midnight to 6 a.m. their time. Then the final night, it's going to be 1310 KKZI Barstow, California, Barstow, or Barstow, however you say it. Again, from midnight to 6 a.m. Pacific. So 2 o'clock Central to 8 o'clock in the morning. There's no way. And then Barstow on 1310 is going to be 1,000 watts, non-directional. All these stations are non-directional. So, okay, 1340 KTOX is February 6th. And we'll talk about this more as we get closer to it. 1340 KTPI, Mojave, California is the next day. 1310 KKZI, Barstow is the following day. So 6th, 7th, and 8th, midnight to 6 a.m. Pacific, if you can remember that. I'll try to post this in the comments when I get done with this video. I'm really sorry that WCCO has given us crap. It was so good up until recently.
For example, to create some kind of a hybrid between the two, in my mind, wouldn't be
3 a.m.
the
Eastern.
kind of proper respect that is due to these
Barstow.
benefit rights. So I'm not a fan of that particular.
That's what. I've always thought it was Barstow.
Nonetheless, I think
I just wasn't sure. I didn't want to screw it up.
Bible study is a very good idea to.
Wait a minute. Sports on 1310? What is sports on 1310?
To the antenna receiver, and that was DJ Moore.
Also,
Really good timing.
if you're into FMDX, the IRCA meteor shower is peeking out of the northwest, which from this camera would be directly behind the camera, northwest towards the Big Dipper. So if you're looking northwest, you see the Big Dipper. That's where the IRCIDs are coming in. I don't know if it's better to point your antenna at the meteor shower or away from it or whatever, but I can't move my antenna. It's pointing one direction. It's pointing southwest. It's in the attic. I can't move it. Yeah, if you're out west, you should be able to hear all of them. And it's not going to be as late for you guys. I want to find out who that sports was. So, normally CCO is not this bad. I'll just say that. Normally they are not that bad. Just happened to be a poison pill tonight. Sports could have been Dallas, Texas. I'm really trying to be careful with copyright here.
This stream is sponsored by LinkedIn.
Yeah, Glencoe, KGLB. That's top of the hour right there. Come on.
The quarterback is back there, and you have a guy stood up. He gets outside the pocket, and there's a hold right in front of the official. The flag is thrown, and now...
So they're in the middle of a sports game, like a football game.
Now a field goal is anything but a guarantee for the Bears. Certainly would be too long from here. 9th penalty for 100 yards against Chicago in the game. 2 receivers each way. Shotgun snap Williams. 4-man Packers rush. Williams steps up. He's under pressure. He is grabbed. He's brought down. But a flag comes out. He says he was face masked by Warren Brinson. And 2 flags are down to the offensive back.
I don't think it's Dallas.
showed me Hobbs appeared to be beaten on the play.
Coming down to the 3-minute mark, 3:05.
There should be like college football going on right now. Who the hell is this?
Maybe take the ball away. That would be loud. Rush on, take pocket over the middle. Dive and grab his leg by Manungai. He gets up, but he's not down. That's a 25. That's a gain of about 7. Walker made the hit of the play. Make it a gain of 6.
Who's the sports station? Does anybody know?
Green Bay 25.
Green Bay game. So that might have been Dallas.
Holston Loveland out of bounds. Inside the 17-yard line of Green Bay.
If it is Dallas, that's a relog. I am so disappointed in WCCO right now.
Where it was thrown, I'm thinking encroachment.
I can almost guarantee you that's Dallas. Okay, guys. I really apologize. I think we're going to cut it short because WCCO is being a pain in the butt. Unless you guys want me to go out and see if I can adjust the antenna, it's going to take a bit. I got to see if I can get it in alignment. We can watch the SDR while that's happening. It's up to you guys. I think I might call it a night because this is ridiculous. Either WCCO just like cranked up the power or the band collapsed. One of the two. Maybe we'll give it another 5 minutes. We'll go to 5 after. Okay, we'll just make it even. I like ending on like points. So 5 after, we'll call it a night. Unless you guys want me to stay. I mean, I'm here. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with WCCO. Somebody ID'd really late there. CBS News on the hour. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. This is. They're getting a little better. Okay, you're cooperating with me. Still over. Juarez on 720. I need you guys all to collectively will Odyssey to drop WCCO's tower. Just do it. Yeah, even WGN is weak here. And there's no WBBM, nothing. So I'm thinking it partially is conditions. I did record, here, let me set something up really quick. I'm going to pause this. Open up another program. We're going to do something here. You guys are going to watch a scene being created in real time. Just for kicks and giggles. Let's do this. All right, so... Okay, guys, I'm still here. Hang on a second. I'm creating a scene here through... this is in real time, so you're seeing this happen. Okay, come on. Where's AirSpy? There you are. Okay, so I did record this morning. I did do some recordings. Let's see if I can get this to work. Come on. I don't want to do that. Let's see here. Okay. Hopefully this works. Sometimes SDR Sharp gives me crap. Gonna open a file here. Let's do 5 or 6 a.m. this morning. This is for kicks and giggles. I'm just killing time now, seeing if this actually works. Okay, so this is this morning. Are we getting audio out of that? We're not. Hold on a minute. You should be able to hear this. Come on.
Don't eat all your fruits and vegetables every day.
There we go. Now you can hear it.
Just for you. Start boosting your immune system today.
So what I love about SDR Sharp that Uno can't do is the noise reduction.
Off your first order. That's Texas
it's second to none.
Use the discount code Chris to get 35% off.
I wish Uno was this good.
Tune in to Morning Brew with homeowners.
Let's see if it does the screw up on this camera, so the guy that does SDR Sharp can see the screw up. Man, there's a loud country station. This is at 6 o'clock this morning, by the way. The noise reduction on this program is second to none. I've dug so many IDs out of this. Oh, of course they don't ID. Oh, yeah, this is so this is a problem this program has, right? When you're looking at IQ files, I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes it'll do this where it gets stuck and it'll repeat. I hate that. Ugh. Because then you have to reload the whole file again and start over. Let's see. Why it does that, I have no idea. So if the maker of SDR Sharp sees that, explain that to me. Yeah, and then my hard drive will screw up like it does sometimes. That's embarrassing. That might have something to do with it. That country station, like, faded out. It's still there. It's coming back in. God, I love this program. Ah, except for that. The minute I say that.
For the Brainerd Lakes, 1380.
KLIZ AM, Brainerd Baxter. 105.1 FM, 8286 TV. The Fan.
Brainerd Bastard. That's what I always say. Whoops, wait. There's something there.
Brainerd Baxter. 105.1 FM, 8286 TV. The Fan.
There's an ID there. There is an ID very far down there.
FM, 8286 TV. The Fan.
So he says something like 1380, a something broadcasting station.
FM, 8286 TV. The Fan.
God, it's just too hard to hear. Damn. There was a mention there on this. Well, there's a loon. Minnesota's state bird. So that's probably Wade Park. Like, I really love SDR Sharp. It's an excellent software. It's got its quirks, but I love it. That's Litchfield, KLFD, or FLD, one of the two. I can't hear anything between 1440 and 1500 because of stupid local. Oh yeah, that's right. Good call. Very good call. So that's Colorado right there, 1510 from Littleton. Again, this is 6 o'clock this morning. This is not live, obviously. This is probably Oklahoma City here. Yep. But I love over here on the left. I love this feature here. These choices you can do. They just help you pull out the crap. And of course, the world-class AM channel canceller. I mean, watch this. I can't say enough good things about this program. SDR Sharp is what SDR Uno wants to be. Even Connect can't hold a candle to this. SDR Connect sucks. Sorry. I really hate SDR Connect. Some people swear by it. I just don't. I hate it. There's a Spanish station there. Who's Spanish on 1530? Could be Colorado Springs. Or at least it used to be. This is probably Oklahoma Wagner. KX. If I had to guess, it's KXTD Wagoner. Which I think would be a relog. No, it'd be brand new. So let's see if we can. Ah, son of a. Let's see if we can. God, it'd be nice to get a new log. I'm starved for logs. I really need to get an air spy, is what I do. I need to get one of those discoveries, or an HF discovery. Finally break down and get one. Okay, the Spanish station can... The song can end any time now. If I hear Que Buena Tulsa, the other possibility is Texas. Creedmoor, Texas. That's the other possibility. That would be a relog. Or Harlingen. Harlingen, Texas. I don't know if we're going to hear anything out of that.
Hey, it's Glenn Beck. I'm Jeff.
Could be Weaver. Yeah, I really need to either get an RSPDX2 or a Air Spy. Joetown 107.5, St. Joseph, Missouri. That's a very common station. Actually, a very good station when they're not playing Christmas music. There's an ID there. The guy's talking about... Oops. And of course the thing gets tripped up. I think that might be Council Bluffs.
30 days. That's a significant drop from 30 years ago. 82.
Nicotine and marijuana remains
a division of Salem Media Group.
Ringing Liberty.
Come on. It always struggles with recordings from Uno. That's Great Bend. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go back to the regular program here. I'm kind of fading here. I'm getting tired. So, all right. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. We got skunked, but I mean it was fun. This stupid WCCO you know, what can you do? You live 2 miles from a transmitter. What do you expect? I mean, now they're back again with their bad crap. All right. I'm going to call it a night. Have a good evening, and we will be back in 2 weeks. Have a Merry Christmas. Let's see, 2 weeks will be... When is that going to be? What's it going to be, Santa? I got to find a calendar really quick. All right. It'll be the 3rd of January. It'll be first broadcast in 2026. So Happy New Year as well. Enjoy your holidays. May the DX be forever in your favor or whatever. And hope that WCCO drops their tower next year. That's my resolution. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.
Driving down the road at night, I'm alone with thoughts in my head. I know I'm somewhere in the old Southwest, that it comforts me a beacon of red. I see the red light flashing ahead, sending signals to the stars above. Sound of voices from far away. Oh, I never could leave you, my love. I listen to the radio. Oh, I listen to the radio. Oh, I listen to the radio.